God says, before you doubt this, pause. Breathe. Because something divine is already moving toward you, and it's not something small, it is something that will rewrite the very course of your life. And in the next 3 hours, everything can change. Everything you've cried for, begged for, prayed for, suffered for, it is closer than you know. And I, the Lord your God, am watching you in this very second to see what you will do with this sacred revelation. This is not a mistake. This is not random. This is not a coincidence. It is divinely appointed. This moment, this message, this hour, it is holy. Archangel Michael has been dispatched already. He is not on his way. He is not planning. He is not waiting. He is already there beside you, holding what you've been longing for in his hand. But if you ignore this, if you turn away now, if you doubt instead of respond, you will miss what was created for you before you were born. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved child of the Most High, I have been fighting for you since the hour you were conceived. I have stood at the gate of your future and defended it against every demonic force, every jealousy, every lie spoken about you, every secret attack behind your back, and every evil plan to delay your destiny. I was sent to defend your name when no one else knew your pain. And now, in this hour, I come with a message that will shake your soul. In the next 3 hours, the portal of breakthrough will open for you. And I swear by the light of heaven, if you obey this call, if you open your spirit now, the chains you've carried for years will snap like twigs under divine fire. God says, I have seen you in your quiet hours. I have counted the tears you cried when no one saw. You spoke to me in the dark, and I heard every word. I know the nights you begged me to just show you a sign. I know the day you felt like you were about to give up, and yet you didn't. You pushed through, even when no one clapped for you. You forgave, even when it crushed you. You gave when you had nothing left. And now, my beloved, the reward is coming. This is the moment. This is the season. This is the divine shift. And Archangel Michael is declaring loudly across the heavens, very good news is happening in the next 3 hours. But child, do not ignore it. Do not delay. Do not say, maybe later. Because this message comes with urgency. The enemy knows what I'm about to do for you, and he will try to distract you. He will try to make you tired. He will send thoughts to your mind that whisper lies. This is not real. This is just another message. Nothing ever changes. But listen carefully, that voice is not mine. My voice is truth. My voice brings fire. My voice is your breakthrough. Archangel Michael is weeping with joy as he looks upon your soul, because he knows what has been written about you in the book of destiny. He is trembling not from fear, but from holy anticipation. Because finally, the time has come. The promise is unlocking. The moment is unfolding. The very angels that were assigned to your breakthrough are lining up now, ready to move. You don't need to force it. You don't need to figure it all out. You don't even need to beg anymore. All you need to do is say yes in your heart. Accept this. Receive this. Trust what God is speaking to you right now through this message. Because if you do, the next 3 hours will leave you stunned. A door will open that was bolted shut for years. A message will arrive. A person will reach out. A hidden treasure will be revealed. And suddenly, the pain you carried will begin to make sense. God says, you didn't even know they were talking about you in secret meetings. You didn't know that your name was being whispered in rooms of power. You didn't know that a person of influence has been watching your journey from afar. They saw your strength. They felt your heart. They admired your ability to keep going, even after betrayal. And now, they are coming forward. They are holding something for you that is worth more than you dreamed. It could be a contract, a transfer, an inheritance, a proposal, a divine partnership. Whatever it is wrapped in favor. It is covered in anointing. And it is for you. Archangel Michael is holding a scroll. It is ancient and golden and sealed with the fire of heaven. On that scroll is your name. Not just your earthly name, but your eternal name. The name heaven calls you by. The name you were known by before you were born. He is holding it because now is the moment for it to be unsealed. But he cannot break the seal unless your heart is open to receive. He cannot unlock it unless you believe this is for you. And you don't have to be perfect to receive it. You don't have to be sinless. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to say yes. You just have to open your spirit in this holy second and say, God, I receive it. I believe it. I won't miss this again. Because make no mistake, if you skip this, if you turn away, if you ignore what heaven is screaming right now, you will cry. Not because God punishes, but because you will feel the ache of what could have been. That's why this is an emergency. That's why this message found you now. This isn't just a message, it's a divine rescue. It's a heavenly interception. It's a sacred alarm clock sent by heaven to shake you awake before the miracle passes by. The next 3 hours are pregnant with divine events. You may not see them with your physical eyes yet, but the angels do. Heaven's clock is ticking. The miracle is already in motion. God says, I am doing something behind your back that will shock everyone who doubted you. I am preparing a surprise that even you didn't dare pray for because it felt too big. But I am a big God. I don't give small gifts. I give overflow. I give pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I give better than expected. And I am about to do it for you. Archangel Michael says, the ones who mocked you will fall silent. The ones who laughed when you were struggling will be silenced by the weight of your elevation. Not because of revenge. Not because of ego. But because of justice. Because what was done to you was not fair. The delays were not your fault. The betrayals were not your burden to carry. You were targeted because you carry light. And now, that light is about to shine so brightly that no darkness can hide it anymore. God says, you're not cursed. You're not forgotten. You're not too late. You're not unworthy. You're chosen. You're set apart. You are royal in my eyes. And this message is proof that I see you. This message is not random. This message is divinely coded. It carries your breakthrough frequency. It is tuned to your heart. And it is calling you back into alignment with what was always meant for you. Archangel Michael is releasing angelic reinforcements even now. He has activated watchers to stand guard around your destiny. He is whispering your name to divine helpers who will show up without explanation. Some will call you. Some will bless you. Some will suddenly feel compelled to help you without knowing why. That is not random. That is divine movement. That is what happens when heaven says, now. God says, this is your now. Not next year. Not someday. Not when everything's perfect. Now. The next 3 hours carry a holy instruction. Watch your phone. Check your email. Be sensitive. Listen closely. Something will shift. A sign will appear. Don't dismiss it. Don't second guess. It's me. It's my answer. And I'm sending it straight to you. And if you've been feeling tired, if you've been feeling like giving up, this is the sign to hold on. Not just hold on, but lean in. Because this isn't just a promise of restoration. This is a promise of reversal. What was taken from you will be returned. What was broken will be healed. What was delayed will be accelerated. This is your moment. Heaven is watching. Angels are standing by. Archangel Michael is waiting for your agreement. You don't have to understand it all. You don't have to feel ready. You just have to say, God, I receive it. I trust you. I believe this is for me. I open my heart. I won't miss this moment. Because if you do, if you let this pass by, if you ignore this message, you will cry. You will feel the sorrow of missed destiny. You will sense the heaviness of what could have been. That's why God is pleading through this message. That's why Archangel Michael is sounding the trumpet. That's why the Spirit is stirring even now as you read these words. Because heaven doesn't want you to miss this. God loves you too much. Michael has fought too long. The promise is too close. So stop scrolling. Stop doubting. Stop waiting for another sign. This is the sign. This is the moment. And the clock is ticking. The next 3 hours are holy. Treat them as sacred. Expect miracles. Speak life. Pray boldly. And above all, receive. Archangel Michael says, I'm holding the key. And the gate is opening. Walk through now. God says, I'm holding your future. And it is good. Very good. Your name is known in heaven. Your destiny is protected. Your miracle is prepared. Now, respond. Before the 3 hours pass. Before the scroll is sealed again. Before the angel weeps because you didn't believe. Open your heart. Now. The silence around you lately has been heavy, hasn't it? Like a pause that feels endless. Like something important is about to happen, but you can't quite tell if it's good or bad. But heaven is not silent about you. You've been noticed. Heaven has not overlooked you. And now, within the next 3 hours, something beautiful, mysterious, and long-awaited is about to break through that silence. Archangel Michael has been sent to tell you, not just gently whisper it, but to declare urgently, this is not the time to delay or look away. Because if you ignore this message, you may cry for missing a miracle that was prepared with your name on it. Yes, your name has been whispered in places you've never stepped. It's being spoken right now in divine circles where decisions are being made, decisions that will change your life forever. There are angels surrounding someone whose heart has been moved deeply about you. And that person is being guided, urged, pulled toward you with a force not of this world. You felt it too, the strange restlessness in your soul lately? The reason your spirit won't settle? It's because something extraordinary is heading toward you faster than you can see. But there's something you must know, this breakthrough, this divine news that will arrive within 3 hours, can be missed. And if you turn your attention away, you might miss the miracle that will open doors you have cried for in secret. Archangel Michael is not pleading without reason. He does not cry out unless the moment is sacred and urgent. He sees the battlefield around your destiny. He sees the forces that have tried to keep this miracle from reaching you. For months, even years, certain dark whispers were sent to make you doubt yourself. They whispered things like, "It will never happen for you." Or, "You are too late, you are not enough, they have already forgotten you." But Michael saw those whispers. He fought through them. He shattered curses spoken in hidden places. And now he is standing in front of your breakthrough, shielding it for a few more hours, but he's growing weary. He cannot keep holding it open forever. That is why this is the hour to pay attention. The next 3 hours have been divinely set apart for you. You have no idea who is thinking about you right now. You have no idea the level of conversation your name has caused behind closed doors. Someone you thought forgot you long ago, someone whose silence has been hurting you more than you admit, has been crying for you in their own way. They are not able to forget you. Something higher than them has tied their heart to yours in ways they themselves can't understand. That's because this connection was not man-made, it was heaven-born. It is deeper than words, older than time, and stronger than fear. And God says, in the next few hours, something will shift. Either they will speak, or someone else will step in. Because God will no longer allow you to wait in limbo. The wait is over. But what you do in this moment matters. Don't scroll away from this. Don't dismiss it as just another message. Because even the timing of you reading this is part of the divine orchestration. You didn't click by accident. Something inside of you has been crying for a sign, aching for a reason to hold on. And this is it. This is that divine moment that separates the waiting from the arrival, the longing from the fulfillment, the silence from the sound of your name being called. Someone is literally waking up to your name right now. You are being remembered, and not just casually. They are remembering you with intensity. They are being haunted by your absence. God has opened a spiritual wound in them to make room for your return. But here is the thing that God wants you to understand. This is a window, not a door that stays open forever. A spiritual gate has opened over you, and Archangel Michael is holding it with trembling hands because the warfare to keep this gate open has been fierce. There were those who tried to delay this moment for you, who whispered lies to people around you to turn them cold. There was someone who tried to change the way others saw you. But God reversed it. He overturned their words. He exposed the liars in private. He protected your image when they tried to stain it. And now that justice has been made in the spiritual realm, favor is returning to you in the physical. But it is up to you to recognize it and step into it. You have prayed for so long. You've prayed with tears that no one saw. You've asked, why does it feel like I'm always the one waiting while others move forward? But God has been saving the best for last. You weren't being punished, you were being prepared. Heaven needed extra time to clear your path. Because your blessing is not small. It is not average. It is not a tiny drop of relief. No, what's coming to you in these next 3 hours will change your entire path. It will reroute your story. But it comes with a condition, faith. Faith that chooses to act, to respond, to stay alert, to not scroll away into numbness again. Because if you delay, the moment might pass to someone else. And you will cry, not because God didn't love you, but because you didn't listen when love came calling. This is not about fear. This is about timing. Heaven is precise. It does not operate in randomness. That's why God waited for this very hour, this very moment, this very date to reach you. Because something has shifted in the heavens. The angels assigned to your case are rejoicing. One of them is even holding a letter in their hands, a letter that carries words you've longed to hear. It may come in a call, in an unexpected message, in a face you haven't seen in years. But it will carry something unmistakably divine. You will know when it comes. You will feel the fire in your chest. Don't run from it this time. Don't reject it out of fear. You are not being tricked. You are being honored. And Archangel Michael is warning you because he knows how easy it is for wounded hearts to miss miracles when they're dressed like risk. Someone is about to send you something. It could be a text. It could be a message online. It could be a conversation that feels too surreal to be coincidence. Don't brush it off. Don't harden your heart again. Because they were led to speak to you. They've been having dreams. They've been feeling strange nudges. God has not let them sleep in peace until they face what was left unfinished with you. There is no more hiding. Heaven has exposed everything now. Truth is flooding in. And the next 3 hours are going to unlock what years of pain tried to bury. Archangel Michael says, he has held you in too many battles to let you miss your reward. He has cried over your suffering. He stood over you at night when you felt invisible. He caught the arrows that were meant to break you. He pleaded with God on your behalf. And now, finally, he is allowed to tell you, you are about to see the fruit of all that pain. But the fruit comes quickly. Like a train that stops only for a moment, your opportunity will arrive, and then it will move. Will you board it? Or will you question it, delay, and watch it disappear into the fog? This is not about perfection. You don't have to be perfect to receive what's coming. You just have to be awake. You just have to be willing. You just have to say, God, I believe you. Even if I don't understand how, I believe you. And watch what unfolds. Watch how suddenly peace floods your room. Watch how people start contacting you without explanation. Watch how something you thought was lost forever returns with tears and honesty. Because God has moved. And this is your confirmation. There is someone crying for you right now. Not metaphorically, literally. They are overwhelmed with emotion they don't understand. They've seen signs. They've heard your name in songs, in dreams, in whispers. And they can't explain it, but they know they need to reach out. They know they need to find you. And they will. God is leading them, even if they try to resist. The angels are clearing the path. But will you be ready to receive them when they arrive? You've asked for love, for restoration, for truth. It's all coming. But not in the form you expected. It won't be perfect, it won't be neat. It will be raw, real, messy, human, but drenched in divine intention. And if you are open to it, your heart will heal in ways that years of trying couldn't do. That's the kind of blessing this is. Not just surface success, but soul restoration. God says, I'm not just blessing your life. I'm healing your history. Don't delay. Don't close this and forget. Speak out loud right now, God, I'm ready. Even if I don't feel ready, I trust you. I won't miss this. And the shift will begin. Your name is echoing in sacred places. Your time has come. Don't let it pass. Because in exactly 3 hours from now, the miracle begins. God says, this moment is not ordinary. This message was sent directly for your soul, divinely timed to reach you in this exact hour. Heaven has been whispering your name in secret places, and now, this is the moment where the whisper becomes a thunderous voice. Archangel Michael has stepped forward not just to protect, but to deliver something extraordinarily rare, a prophecy of good news that is rushing toward you like light breaking through storm clouds. You only have a short time, 3 hours, to prepare your heart. This is not a message for later. If you push it aside, you may never know the weight of what you lost. Something heavenly is happening behind the veil. A shift that even the angels bow their heads to observe. You've cried in silence, you've waited without anyone truly knowing what was in your heart. God did. God always knew. And He never ignored a single tear. Even when the world forgot you, even when those you loved walked away without reason, God held you. He stored every heartbreak like treasure in His divine chest, and today, something is about to be opened in your favor. Michael says your name has been recorded in a sacred scroll that was kept sealed in the highest heavens. That scroll has just been opened. A new timeline is unfolding before you, one that turns sorrow into praise, lack into overflow, confusion into clarity. This isn't just symbolic. It's literal. Something you've been waiting on, a message, a phone call, a financial release, a long overdue apology, is now moving in your direction. But here is what heaven is saying urgently, you must not doubt it. This is a faith transaction. Your breakthrough is ready, but your spirit must rise to meet it. That's why you were guided to this message, not by accident, not by coincidence, but because your heart was ready enough to receive it. The door is open, but you must walk through it. God says, I saw every time you stayed kind when you had every right to be cold. I saw when you gave to others while no one gave to you. I saw how you kept your spirit soft even when the world turned hard. You didn't lose, you were being tested for something greater. That greater has now come. Archangel Michael stands guard at your life now, sword in hand. And the message he carries for you is drenched in joy and soaked in light. He says there's something arriving that will make your mouth fall open. A message, a visitor, or an opportunity that has been delayed due to spiritual warfare is now being released. The resistance has been broken. Someone was fighting for you in secret. Someone you never expected spoke your name in a room full of opportunity. God says, you are about to be remembered. In the next 3 hours, there is a reversal being orchestrated that even your enemies will not understand. Those who mocked you will fall silent. Those who tried to erase your voice will watch as God amplifies it. You've been tested in the shadows. God is about to reward you in the light. This is your hour. Not next week. Not next year. Now. And if you delay receiving this message, you may delay the blessing that comes with it. Michael says, this is urgent. You may not feel ready. You may not feel worthy. But none of that matters. Heaven has decided in your favor. The courtroom of heaven has reached its verdict. You have been found faithful. You have been found innocent. You have been found chosen. Someone who once turned their back on you is being convicted spiritually. They are waking up from a deep deception, and they are going to reach out. But the gift isn't in their words, it's in what God is about to do through them. A miracle is on its way. It's not small. It's not symbolic. It's life-changing. It could come in the form of a message that changes your future. A sudden opportunity. A door that had been closed for years suddenly unlocking. God says, prepare your heart. Even now, as this message touches you, your spirit is stirring because you sense the truth in it. You feel the shift. That's not imagination, that's confirmation. The enemy tried to distract you. He placed delays, confusion, even depression in your path. He thought he could wear you down before the good arrived. But God held you up. He covered you with unseen strength. And now, He is rewarding your endurance. You will see it. Not in a distant season, but in this one. Not in theory, but in your tangible life. God says, you're going to receive unexpected funds. You're going to receive clarity. You're going to find out the truth behind something you've been wondering about. You're going to be restored in ways that will make you say, I never thought this would happen for me. You will cry, but this time it will be from joy. The kind of joy that bursts suddenly, after long seasons of holding your breath. The kind of joy that feels like waking up from a long nightmare. That is what is being released to you right now. Michael is not playing. His presence has been thick around your home, around your sleep, even around the decisions you were unsure about. He is fighting off what was sent to distract and delay you. He says you must not turn your back on this word. You must pray. You must stay aware. You must expect good to come. The moment you truly believe that something good is about to find you, heaven responds. God says, align your heart with this message. Speak it out loud. Declare, I receive the good news that is coming to me. Don't wait to feel it. Your emotions may still be catching up, but your spirit knows it already. Someone tried to curse your name. They tried to keep you hidden. But heaven is putting a light on you. You will be seen. You will be valued. You will be honored. God says, the next 3 hours are divine. Something is being finalized in the spirit. By the time this cycle is complete, you will know. You will hear news. You will feel peace again. There is a table being set for you. A spiritual banquet is being prepared where you thought you'd only be handed crumbs. Michael says, you've been too quiet for too long. But now is your rising season. Watch what happens when you decide not to give up, even for one more second. You're crossing the invisible bridge into your divine promise. God says, this is personal. I saw how they overlooked you. But I never did. I saw how tired you became. But I kept you breathing. I saw how you kept showing up. That is why this moment is sacred. Because I'm rewarding what others ignored. There's an inheritance, spiritually and possibly even financially, that belongs to you. Someone may contact you with unexpected generosity. Don't question it. It's part of what was divinely written for you long before you were born. Everything lost will be returned. Everything stolen will be repaid. But this time, multiplied. Michael says, if you believe this message is yours, then write it in your heart. Say yes to the miracle. Open your hands in faith. And do not let doubt silence the voice of truth. God is closer than ever. You are surrounded by angels. And what's arriving is so good, so powerful, so exact, that all the tears you cried will suddenly make sense. Don't ignore this. The clock is moving. This is your 3-hour window of spiritual alignment. Don't delay. Pray. Thank God in advance. Expect the miracle. Because it's already on its way. Michael says, you must understand how close you are. So close that even the enemy knows it. That's why you've been feeling strange waves of heaviness, confusion, or tension. It's not random. It's warfare. The atmosphere around you has been charged with change, and the forces of darkness are desperately trying to pull you back just as heaven is lifting you up. but they cannot stop what God has written. You are in the scroll of victory, and now, the seal has been broken. The final stage is unfolding. God says, "In this hour, I am sending invisible assistance." You will feel a push to do something bold, say something you've been holding back, take a step you were too scared to take before. That's not fear. That's heaven calling you forward. When you feel that nudge, don't ignore it. It will lead to the opening of the door you thought was forever shut. There is someone who left you, abandoned you, rejected you, and they thought it was final. But what they didn't know is that heaven took that moment and rewrote your story without them. Now, they're going to hear your name again, but in a different way. You won't be crying this time. You'll be celebrated. What they thought was your ending was only your reset. Michael whispers urgently, "Guard your spirit in the next few hours." The breakthrough is forming, but distractions will rise to confuse you. Be still. Don't engage with old pain. Don't revisit what you've already surrendered. Don't check the doors God already closed. You must keep your focus on what's ahead, not what's behind. God says, "I'm doing something in your name that no man can reverse." This blessing is sealed. It is divine. It is wrapped in my glory and marked by my hand. No signature of man, no decision of any authority on earth, can stop what I have spoken. It will manifest. There is a scroll, golden and glowing, descending in the spirit realm. Inside it is written a decree, your name, your calling, your reward. It is unfolding over your life. As this message touches you, that scroll begins to unravel. Heaven has issued a command for goodness and mercy to chase you in this hour. The silence you've been in has been misunderstood by many. But God understood. He says, "You weren't defeated. You were being hidden. I kept you still so that no one could tamper with the work I was doing in the secret place. And now, I am lifting the veil. You're about to be revealed in glory." Michael warns, don't tell everyone what's coming. Not yet. There are those who smile at your face but war against your name in prayer. Their hearts are not with you. Wait for the right moment. God will tell you who to speak to. Right now, guard the sacred. A message will arrive soon, perhaps a letter, a call, or even a quiet divine whisper in your sleep. It will carry instructions or confirmations. You must be still enough to receive it. Keep your spiritual ears open. Keep your atmosphere clean. Heaven is trying to speak. God says, even the timing of this message was planned. If you had seen it earlier, it wouldn't have made the same sense. If you saw it later, you might have missed your moment. But right now, your heart is aligned. Your spirit is open. That's why this word is finding its way into you so deeply, it's the truth your soul has been waiting for. There are funds being released. Someone is moved to give. A payment that was delayed is now being rushed. A door that was stuck is being pried open. A stranger is carrying your blessing and they don't even know you yet, but they're about to. Your name is coming up in places you've never stepped into. God says, I've sent my angels to rearrange things for you. What you thought was a coincidence was me rerouting your path to safety, to favor, to destiny. You may have felt lost for a time, but I always knew where you were. And now, I'm calling you forward. Michael says, you will know this message was real when something very specific happens. Within 3 hours, a sudden peace will settle over you. You may get a sudden notification, hear someone speak your name, or feel led to a place you hadn't considered before. Follow the peace. It is your signal. God says, there is no punishment coming to you. Only promise. You are not being judged. You are being justified. I've seen your heart. I've counted your sleepless nights. I've heard the prayers you whispered through tears. You will not go unrewarded. I am not a man that I should lie, nor the Son of Man that I should change my mind. What I said, I will do. And I have said, blessing, restoration, overflow. Michael declares, you are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are right on time. Heaven has adjusted everything to align with your breakthrough. Even what seemed like failure was a divine setup. Even the delay was divine protection. A celebration is being planned in your honor. Spiritually, heaven is preparing a moment that will feel like a festival of joy. Your enemies will not understand it. But you will know it was all because of grace. The kind of grace that fights for you when you can't fight for yourself. God says, you are safe. Even now, the trap the enemy tried to set for you has collapsed under his own feet. He is fleeing. His plans are being exposed. The weapon formed, but it didn't prosper. Because my hand is on you. Michael speaks again, you are loved more than you know. The heaviness you feel is about to break. A joy that makes no sense will flood you. People will say, you're glowing. What changed? And you will answer, God remembered me. God says, get ready to laugh again. Not a surface laugh, but one that rises from your belly and heals every place that ever hurt. That is what's coming to you. That's what this 3-hour window is preparing. A laughter that erases years of silent suffering. The ground is shaking under your feet not to destroy you, but to break the chains. The tremble is the beginning of the transformation. You are not falling apart, you are falling into place. Michael says, if you receive this message, declare it aloud. Claim it. Don't just hope, believe. Say, I receive the very good news coming to me in the next 3 hours. I trust God. I believe this word is mine. Heaven is watching for your agreement. The miracle is ready. All that's left is your yes. God is not just visiting you. He is dwelling with you now. His presence will surround you like a shield. You will sleep in peace tonight. You will rise in power tomorrow. And you will walk into the fulfillment of a promise you thought had expired. But it hasn't. It was preserved. Now, it's unfolding. And no one can stop it. Not even you. Say yes. Open your hands. Expect the news. It's already moving toward you. And it's going to be so good, you'll weep in awe. This was your message. This was your moment. Don't ignore it. Because God never ignored you. If you believe in God, type Amen.